everyone! So today I'm going to show you what I purchased at Ulta and Sephora recently. I've been sitting on this haul for probably about a month now. It's just been chilling by my vanity, but I have been waiting because I knew I wanted to just show you everything since it's a bunch of fun goodies, new goodies, and so I wanted to show you before I disperse and put them where they need to go. Before I get to Ulta and Sephora, I'm actually going to start with MAC. So I had 25 back-to-MAC items that I've built up over the years. And I was just sitting on them waiting for the right moment to get whatever I needed. And so I brought 24 of those back because every 6 items you bring back to MAC, you get a free lipstick, free eyeshadow, things like that. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I got 4 new lipsticks. This is an overview of what I got. Basically, I knew I needed some better, deeper shades in my kit. I have a ton of like the light nudes and the pinks and the reds and all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to get some really pretty, deep colors. So the first shade I got is Del Rio, and this is a satin lipstick. The next shade I got is Paramount, and this is also a satin lipstick. Next I got Smoked Purple, and this is a matte lipstick. And lastly, I got Double Fudge, which is also a matte lipstick. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to depot those into my view set container for my professional kit, so I'm very happy that I'm finally sitting down to do this haul. But I am happy to just expand my shade range. I feel like as a makeup artist, there's never enough. You can always add something to your kit, and for me, I really just wanted a more expansive, deep lipstick shade range. All right, so now we're going to talk about Ulta. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you probably know that I personally prefer Ulta over Sephora most times. One reason is because Ulta does have their drugstore section and then their prestige section, so they have kind of a little bit of everything, which I think makes it easier for the shopper when you're going in and you maybe need some from both areas, and it also obviously caters to different price points and people's budgets. But in this case, I actually needed some stuff that was at Ulta, and then I needed some stuff that was only at Sephora, and then Sephora was also having their sale at the time, so it all just kind of made sense. So I went and did everything around the same time. The first thing I got at Ulta are these donut sponges. So e.l.f. collaborated with Dunkin', and Dunkin' Donuts is, well, now it's just Dunkin', sorry. Dunkin' is a staple for New Englanders. I live in Connecticut. I've lived here my whole life, and there's this huge debate about Dunkin' versus Starbucks, and personally, I don't really drink much of either. I don't drink coffee, so it's not really a big debate for me. But Dunkin' will kind of always have a special place in my heart just because of growing up here and getting donuts when I was a kid with my family and things like that. But I got these. First of all, I got one as a collector's item because I'm that person. Again, I feel like I had to get something just simply because of where I live. So this one's gonna stay like in its cute little container because I think this is adorable. Like, they literally made it look like, you know, a little donut bag. And the other one, I basically want to see if it's trash because I've tried so many of these different face sponges, and honestly, Beauty Blender and Real Techniques is where it's at because they get soft enough so that it applies the foundation beautifully and blends really seamlessly and doesn't hurt when you're applying it. So I'm just curious because this looks like it's not going to get much softer than that. So we'll see. Let me know if you want me to do like a TikTok or a YouTube video or anything about that. Next, I got a couple hair accessories. If you've noticed, I've been keeping my hair shorter the last few years. That's kind of the vibe I'm on ever since getting married. I'm like, I just want it to be more manageable. And so basically I love these invisible, what are they? Invisibobbles for putting my hair up. So when I do put my hair up, these just kind of keep it in place a lot better than a regular hair tie and don't create a weird dent. And then I got these because I think these are cute. I'm trying to like, again, I'm very low maintenance with hair, but I'm trying to incorporate some more fun stuff so that it doesn't look the same all the time. Next, I got the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I really like these in my kit if my client has more dry skin and it's kind of creating issues with the makeup application, I like to take one of these and just simply go over when I'm doing the skin prep, and that's going to smooth everything out. From the drugstore side, I got the waterproof Maybelline Great Lash and the Maybelline Gel Liner. I really like both of these in my kit. This mascara, it just works, even though it's like $8 or something. It works really well. And then the Maybelline Gel Liner as well. Once you put it, it stays put. It doesn't dry too fast. I was struggling with the Inglot gel liner that is like every makeup artist's cult favorite. And it is. It's a really dark black liner, and it's smooth and it's awesome and it stays put. But I feel like it dries too quickly. If I'm trying to like work with it, I'm trying to maybe add or take away a little bit of it or thin it out, blend it out, something. I feel like it didn't really give me enough time to work with. So I like this one because it stays put, but it gives me a little more time. I picked up a couple of the Urban Decay primer potions. These are the little travel size because I couldn't find the full size. So little baby minis, but I was running out of my eyeshadow primer right before peak wedding season happened, and I'm like, I can't have that. I swear by the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which we'll talk about that in a little bit, but long story short, Ulta didn't have it that day, so I went with my second favorite, which is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Picked up the Anastasia Brow Freeze. So I have never actually used this, but I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and it just seems to make a lot of sense when I have clients that have really unruly eyebrows. It's so funny because you can't even like see. It's clear. It's perfectly clear, and it looks so good. I don't even want to touch it. Don't you hate when you get a brand new makeup item and it looks perfect and you're like, great, I have to ruin this? But basically it's just going to kind of help people's brows stay in place after I fill them in with other product if they have unruly brows. Lastly, from Ulta, I also picked up this MAC lip gloss. This is just a clear lip gloss. Easy peasy. Basically, I don't really use clear lip gloss a whole lot, but I find that clear lip gloss is something to have on hand just in case. Some people don't want even the slightest bit of color in their gloss, and some people don't even want lip color at all. So I figure this is a really good idea to have on hand just in case. It also is multi-purpose. It doesn't have to just be used as lip gloss. A lot of times lip gloss can actually help to put like little gems and stuff on the face for like Halloween makeup and just various things like that. All right, now we're moving on to Sephora. Part of the reason I wanted to pick some stuff up at Sephora was I want to try some Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like I'm like late to the game. Everyone's obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury nowadays. And so I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. So first, I picked up the Beautiful Skin Foundation. So this is the new foundation that everyone is just raving about. First of all, very happy that it has a pump. So I'm a happy camper because it's more sanitary and less waste. But basically I have it on today. I'm not mad at it. I will say it does definitely give you a little bit more glow. So if you're super oily, that may not be your friend. This is only the second time I've ever worn it, and I just put it on. I'm going to wear it throughout today. I'm even going to have a mask on at some points. So I'll see kind of how it looks at the end of the day. But I'm kind of a combo skin. I'm the kind that gets like drier in the winter and oilier in the summer. And right now it's the end of May. It's a beautiful day. It's not super hot, so I'm not anticipating getting super oily. But I am curious, like I don't normally leave my nose that shiny. I usually matte it up because then I know it'll get shiny throughout the day. So we'll see. I'm going to test it out. So it has been about 10 hours since I put on the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And this is what we're looking like. I haven't touched up at all today. I worked. I even wore a mask for a couple hours, and it's looking pretty dang good. And then I just got done doing the weed whacker along our yard. So if I look a little shiny, I'm wondering if that's why, because I'm kind of sweaty right now. But honestly, it kind of just looks like a healthy glow like from the foundation. So I'm not mad at it. What do you guys think? Take a look. What do we think? Got the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is like a glow product, so I got a mini. because I just wanted to try it out. This is like a glow product. So basically it's going to make your skin look super glowy. And it's used like, you can mix it in with things. You can use it as a base. Some people even wear it alone just to kind of make their face look a little bit more put together if they don't want foundation on. I will say it is a shiny product. It's for glow. So if you have a lot of texture, you may not love it. Like, people who have a lot of texture or things they want to hide on their face generally are not going to be good candidates for glow, because glow brings all that stuff to the forefront. So just keep that in mind. But so far I really like it. I've used it a couple times under a powder foundation, and I like that because it gives me like a little bit more of that healthy look that isn't so matte with the powder foundation. I haven't tried it with this foundation because I feel like, personally, like I have the foundation on, I have some highlight applied here. I feel like it might be overkill for me, for my taste, if I put it with this foundation, but I'll keep trying. I do have a makeup artist on my team that swears by those Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter products, and she just like works her magic with making people look super healthy and glowy and amazing. So I know there's like definitely a market for it. I'm just still playing around with it and getting a feel for it. Next, I got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I feel like that's a lot to say. And basically it's just like a light powder. I think they have a few different shades, but it comes off pretty, almost translucent to me. It's not like it really gives you coverage. I also have that on today. I set my face with it, my entire face, and I really like it. I feel like it's a finely milled powder, and it just sets everything in place and kind of gives this beautiful little blur effect. So also liking that. I have joined the cult following of Pillowtalk. So professional makeup artists everywhere are obsessed with the Pillowtalk lip liners. So I got the original, which is just Pillowtalk. Then I got Pillowtalk 2, which is the medium shade. Then I got Pillowtalk 3, which is called Intense. So this is the darker shade. So these are going in my kit. I'm pretty excited for these. Creamy. Super pretty, I think flatter, and goes with a lot of different shades that I use all the time. So I think that's a really good addition to my kit. Remember how we talked about Too Faced Shadow Insurance briefly early in the video? Okay, so I ended up getting one. It's not the same one anymore, and it's really disappointing. Here's what I'll say. It works really well. It still works well. It's not a problem. I don't think they changed the formula for the worst, so that's great. But as a professional makeup artist, I'm so disappointed in the packaging change. It used to be in this little squeeze tube that you can control. It was skinny. It could fit in a lot of places. Less waste, more sanitary. It was perfect. Now they put it in this doe foot applicator packaging, which not only is what you're getting in the package less in amount than what you got before, but now we're stuck with the waste, because it's like, unless you do the whole depotting circa like 2010 YouTube, when everyone was cutting open their makeup products to get the rest out, then you're not gonna get all of it. And also the in and out pumping of air with the doe foot applicator is going to dry the product out faster. And it also is just more difficult. I have to scrape it several times onto my stainless steel palette to get enough for people's eyes. It just is like a mess. I'm like, why? I get it from like a company standpoint and like everyday consumers, and you're trying to make more money and, you know, give people less, and like, sure, fine, I get it. But I'm really disappointed as a professional makeup artist, because this is something a lot of pros use. It doesn't make me happy. It takes up more room in my kit. I'm getting less bang for my buck. It's less hygienic, more waste. It's just not a good change. So I got it because I wanted to try it out, and because, again, it's my favorite, but I'm really struggling with that. So that's my 2 cents. Next, I've heard a lot of good things about the Inkey list. So I specifically was looking at this Retinol eye cream, which I have yet to use, so I don't really know how it's gonna work, but I do have to give it a try. But It should help with fine lines, dark circles, things like that. Really good for anti-aging. Now is the time I should be starting this stuff anyway. I have heard a little goes a long way, and it can be very drying, as retinols can be. So we will see. I'm going to start slow with this because I don't want to have a bad reaction or, I don't know, over dry my skin. But I'm curious, have any of you guys tried this? If so, let me know your thoughts. Lastly, I finally got a Rare Beauty blush. I have been wanting to try these. This is the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush. I have been wanting to try these so bad for years, ever since it came out, and I just never did. So I got the shade Encourage, which was one of the only shades that was left, honestly. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. So that's a dot. You see that, right? You see that, right? I'm not kidding when I say that I put too much on at first. This will last you forever. Because quite literally, you need a dot for maybe both cheeks. It's insane, like the pigment and how far that's gonna go. I was doing a TikTok with a makeup artist friend of mine, and I put too much on, and it was hilarious, and I was like, oh my God, and I was taking my beauty blender and like smacking it and trying to blend it really fast. It worked out. You could always make it work, but I was just very surprised. So be warned, tiny bit goes a long way, but it is a really pretty shade, and I'm looking forward to trying to incorporate it more. I'm curious how it's going to look under foundation, because I'm thinking if it's that intense, it might look really beautiful. So that is all I have for you today, my back to MAC, Ulta, and Sephora haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see from me in the future, and I'd be happy to oblige, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.